Alrighty. Kitty cat. It is not bugged. Just taking my time. Opponent. Oh. Alrighty. Right as I was about to sleep. Anyway, here we are. Hopefully, the sound mixing is much better than it was in a previous video. It's just been a while since I've actually gone to record these games for whatever reason. Rending Volley is kind of sweet. This is a tech card against Adeline and Rusko. Turns out also good against Kethis. Also, we got the 2-card combo, Curiosity in hand already. Snap Custom Ace to get Rending Volley back and ramp. Yeah, this hand looks pretty sweet. The only, if I could ask for anything, it would that this mountain be an island. Of course, it's not the best hand ever, but I think it's completely fine. So, you know, happy with that. Big score, I love to see that. Now I can go for a turbo Niv line where I get Niv out way faster than should come. I'm going to Rending Volley the Skrelv, as I can still Snapcast Mage the Rending Volley back. Seagate Restoration untapped because I want to go for big score. And I want the evenness of mana here. Okay, into the north. This gives me an opening to go big score, discard Snapcaster Mage, and then Niv Curiosity, and then they need... Wait, this... Yeah, they need Planeswalker, like, removal. If they have... Yeah, I'm going for it. If they have removal, like Enchantress, they get me here. If they don't have removal, they just lose the game. So, that seems like a pretty decent thing to go for. If they don't have removal that isn't instant or sorcery, they just lose. So they need Planeswalker removal at 3 mana is just not going to happen. Unless they have exactly the Wandering Emperor, but then I have to untap, right? And I can just cast a spell and win the game anyway. So it has to be sorcery speed on their turn. And you're not going to run O-Rings in Kethis. Especially, like, Wandering Emperor, yes, but then you give me an untap step, so my face has gone ask of the screen. Unlucky for opponent. But that's the way it is sometimes, and this is why Turbo Niv was an old favorite in the format. This isn't strictly Turbo Niv, at least the list I'm running. It's more of a controlling list. But those sort of the best cards in Turbo Niv I will still be running. So big score is still fantastic. Disdainful Stroke, it's pretty useful against Kethis. Mystical Dispute isn't. Piece of the Puzzle is good value. Cold Steel Heart to ramp into big score means I can go for a Turbo Niv line again. Now I don't have a 2-card combo, but I think this hand is fine. And I'm willing to keep this, even though I am a little low on land, so I can get a bit stinted here if I don't find land 3. But I'm considering I get 2 draws to do it, as I am on the play. I think it's well worth going for the keep and just hoping that I can hit a land for at least next turn with big score. Actually, I get 3 draws for a land, so it would be quite unfortunate if I don't hit. Going for double red just in case I don't find another red source for these 2 cards. Also, Chandra's a really nice way to ramp out to extra mana as well. Another one of those sort of turbo Niv cards, and if they go for Kethis, I do have Chandra -4 as an option. Looks like what I'm going to go for if I find a land, and I don't. Okay, well, I'm going to Molten Impact, try and buy some time, as I did not find a land in 3 draws, so I'm going to see if I can find a land in 4 draws. Uh-oh. Vengeance, I see. Vengeance, and I don't like it. Sorry. Alright, pieces of the puzzle is too slow. I'm not going to go for pieces. So the question is, do I hold up a counterspell or anger? I'm going to hold up a counterspell. Yep. They have Veil of Summer? Oh, man, really? That's very rude. I did not expect to get punished for that, but either way that would have got me. Yikes, man. Oh. Oh, it's creatures only. Oh, I didn't read the cards, man. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's... Oh, it's getting mixed up with... Because it's only Brotherhood's End that hits Planeswalkers. It's only I blame the lateness of the hour. Oh, man, I gotta go work tomorrow as well. Ah. Okay, well that was an unfortunate game. The tables were turned, I suppose. But I had fighting chances. That was not a greedy keep. I had 3... And I would say Mana Screw on Niv is going to be less likely, because I'm running, I think, 43 or 44 lands, and I don't believe Kethis is so high. Well, I have 3 lands and stuff to do, so I'll keep it. This one does hit Planeswalkers. Cool. Thanks. Also not going to be that useful in the matchup. So I'm likely going to just be using the Seek New Knowledge, get rid of the Brotherhood's Enders, burn down the house, sort of does the same job but better. I don't really need to have a sweeper on 3, unless they go crazy with the Pilgrim. Ooh. Interesting decision. I don't want to get rid of land, because I can just discard land with Unexpected Windfall anyway, if I keep drawing land. Supreme Will is a counterspell, I think that's important. Celestis is a nice ramp. It might still be Brotherhood's End, as burn down the house was going to set them back a long way. Alright, I'm not too fussed about keeping up a counterspell, as I do have a sweeper in hand. And literally comes down next turn if they go too crazy. I don't expect them to. And binding is okay as well. Getting set back to 4 mana, I still have Unexpected Windfall here. Just past the turn, Windfall end of turn seems good. Goes to nighttime. Oh, right, because Celestis. Sure. Alright, just... Celestis of their own. I don't have removal for that. That's okay. They're going to go for the Kethis. They do. What do I get rid of? Maybe Supreme Will, or Strike It Rich, actually. Strike It Rich is kind of sweet with Niv, though. Alright, I'll get rid of Supreme Will. I want to go Niv plus Strike It Rich next turn. And then ping the Pilgrim. gonna go for it here. This is just draw a card and get rid of their mana dork. And get the treasure back. Nothing in the graveyard yet, so not overly concerned about Kethis getting value just yet. Okay. Now there's some value in there. But not really for this board state. Do they have anything for Niv-Mizzet? Next turn I can go for Seagate Restoration. Island Seagate is going to be a lot of cards and a lot of pings. If I'm working that out, I'm drawing a card next turn. I'm gonna have 6, play the land, and 5. I play this, go to 4, but I draw a card as 5, so I draw 5 plus 1 is 6. So I draw 6, 7 cards total, so I'll have 7 pings and a hand of 11 cards. Okay. Ping the site away, fine. And this is just destroying, so I'm gonna go for blue. That does stop the Seagate play though. You get a land card back. I'm guessing the waste because Iganjo is a legendary, which is going to be useful for Kethis. And they do. Oh, they get back. Oh, they get Takanuma. Alright, I'm going to lose the mana here. That has Death Touch, I'm not blocking that, that's fine. I can play Teferi maybe next turn. Fading Hope is kind of sweet. Alright, I'm not killing Kethis just yet. I could play Narset as well. But I think Teferi is kind of nice, so I'm going to play Teferi with Fading Hope. They can get back a legendary card. Renin 7 maybe, or Myriad. Myriad could be a shout, but I'm just going to draw a card. This is going here upstairs. I'm attacking them. And I'm probably Fading Hope the Kethis. But I'm going to see what they're going to try and do here. End step, yep, that makes sense. They're going to get something back. Sheldred's annoying, but I do have a Fading Hope. I also have Burn Down the House as well. That's completely fine. I've played this quite greedily, but Teferi is a pretty good threat. And drawing Fading Hope means I can return Niv to hand. It's not great. I could have played this more cautiously, but I don't really have... The cautious line there would have been Narset, try and find a counter spell. But here I am still banking on Burn Down the House being powerful. Okay, they get all these options. I'm guessing Myriad, yeah. And in response I'm going to return Kethis to hand. Mystical Dispute, cool. I'm just going to ping down a 1-1. Maybe that could have gone face, but Burn Down the House isn't looking too good on this board. When I have Niv-Mizzet, that will just die to it. I mean, I can Burn Down the House for the 3/1/1 Devils, I suppose. Pact of Negation is fantastic. I still have the land drop in Seagate, or just drawing a card, or impulsing and drawing, or something like that, so that's fine. Okay. Let's take away Lurrus. I'm just going to do this manually. How many cards can I draw this turn? Well, I can't draw with Seagate. I'm just going to impulse for something here. I should put on full control. Big score's pretty useful. Prismari command. seize the spoils? Prismari command is... So I need... Wait, this... I like it more than Seize the Spoils, as this is an instant and has more flexibility handed to it. I'm just gonna draw, I think. Okay. We're gonna ping down Myriad. Do this, we're gonna get rid of Mystical Dispute as it's just a bit awkward. Okay, that one's not very helpful. I'm gonna ping down Myriad. Draw 2, that will do it. 1, 2. And now Teferi is just gonna be a sweeper on the board effectively. Untap land, I suppose. That would just win the game, but... Actually, I shouldn't have played that and just gone for the win the game line next turn just by casting that, but that's fine. Negate plus negation should be enough, so you and you. Both tap lands I'm not really interested in playing. Okay. That's fine. Sadly, negate is not an essence scatter. That's probably going to be more relevant. They don't really have good hits in the graveyard yet to deal with what I've currently going on. It's hard to see them come out of this. Sheoldred, they can't really position very easily. Just means I have to deal with it. I could Pact of Negation that, but I don't think I need to. I can just ping that down, or remove it with the Teferi, so I'm going to let that resolve. Duress. That should be fine. This is going to resolve. I'm going to lose 2 life. Alright. Ow. Let this happen. Okay, I take the command. They can... yeah, okay. Okay, Kethis are we seeing here? Okay, I'm gonna draw a card, just take the damage here. So they can return Sheoldred to their hand and then everything else will get swept away. Okay. Sure. Otawara also deals with the issue. So I'm going to lose 4 life. And then negate, which they do know about. I'm going to go to 10, but 10 is not dead. So their plan is probably to recast Sheoldred as much as possible. Probably should have got a token from this, because that was a very viable win condition. Essence Scatter is a perfect draw though. As soon as we ultimate, we can almost draw. Well, not with this hand. We can draw through Niv, but going to get rid of their board here. And we just need to draw 6 spells to win. Never mind, Burn Down the House is going to provide us with 3 haste threats. I'm going to do that as well. Boom. And go to combat. It should be game over. Oh, okay, I missed lethal because I should have played Narset and then Pact of Wait, no, Narset doesn't work. So this is fine. I can Pact of Negation the first spell they play and then negate it. So I'm going to counterspell. Do I want this to resolve? Will they? Yeah, I do. I mean, it's game over. Like, I could be fancy Pact of Negation my own spell, but that's sort of unnecessary. They do have an out in Wandering Emperor, so they can Wandering Emperor away the Niv. It just strikes me as unnecessary. It's not like they can do anything with lands only, so just let everything happen, and that's lethal anyway. GG's. Yeah, again, we're seeing control just beat up mid-range. That's a mid-range set to outvalue control, and I think you could sort of see that beginning to happen. But yeah, just Niv has a lot of value, an awful lot of value. It's no Teferi where you're sitting and you're praying they aren't on a sweeper or counterspell or something. Niv is just like every time you're trying to interact, I'm drawing more answers, which will in turn draw me more answers. So it's not an easy matchup at all.